Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit. I'm your host, Greg Shugad. This week, Jacob and I head into southern Saskatchewan on a hunt for some monster muleys. See if that was a mule deer.
Oh, man.
Oh, he crushed him.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell, built for the pursuit. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB Sausage Supply, your one-stop shop. Nordic Lodge, where friends become family. North Pro Sports, performance archery and arms. And these fine sponsors. Every spring, we'll head back to our spots and do a bit of shed hunting. With a bit of snow on the ground, you can see the travel routes of the wildlife and sends us in the right direction to find some sheds.
There we go.
Plus, it's lots of fun for the kids to play in.
Look what our puppies found.
Okay, finally some weather and some time that allowed us to go for a hike today. I got Sadie and Ember here, and Andrea's off on a bit of a different trail. And unfortunately, our first find of the year is a kill. Winter kill. That's a big whitetail buck. Big deer. Not what we want to find, but a cool find nonetheless. He's a good enough buck that we're gonna take this guy with us.
So unfortunately, got a message from Andrea that she just found one too. That's good. Look at that, hey? Another one. I'm pretty sure this is buck that Jacob might have had a chance to shoot with his bow and walked right past him. I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Oh, he'll know.
Yeah, he might have some video pictures of him. Man, it's too bad. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up and see what the rest of it looks like. Cool. Well, I have to say that it's very cool. Look at this guy. Whoa, oh, wow. What a great buck. Very cool kicker. That's one of the coolest sheds I've ever found. Awesome. Okay, so Jacob spotted this. And we literally walked past it.
Yeah, somebody walked right here.
Oh, that's how hard these things are to find. Okay.
Dead.
Holy. That's not what you expect.
The other side shed off. What the heck?
Maybe it's down under there. Good find, bud.
It's a great way to start the season, get everyone outdoors, and gives us a little bit of a look at what lies ahead for the upcoming hunting season.
So get into North Pro Sports in Saskatoon or go on to northprosports.com for all your Bushnell optics, all your Hornady ammunition, all your Savage firearms, Badlands gear, dry shot, primos, you name it. Get into North Pro Sports, get yourself kitted up and ready to go for next hunting season. This year I was fortunate enough to pull a mule deer draw tag. Jacob didn't get drawn, but he was more than happy and super excited to get out with his bow.
Yeah, we'll go after that one.
Jacob had an awesome day. He went out with his girlfriend and they had a blast. They spotted some beautiful mule deer bucks. He put a few stalks on the bucks. I was happy with the way the fall went. We had a fantastic season so far. Got on an amazing fishing trip with the family.
Oh, he's causing a ruckus.
Got on an archery elk hunt. Some phenomenal waterfowling with George Lynch and friends up in northeast Saskatchewan. I ended up shooting a bull elk on the last day of the season.
Oh, man. Unbelievable.
October was loaded with hockey and back to school and work and dance, and I threw a moose hunt in there.
Never let fear or common sense hold you back or make you counter. You can take that home.
Okay,
Present.
great, thanks.
Souvenir.
It looks pretty comfy.
That looks good.
Believe me, in the morning when it's cold.
Redemption week on a northern Saskatchewan moose. We're back in the bush today, setting up camp. Can't wait to get the week started. This is an open season. Buy the tag over the counter. It's not a draw. It opens up tomorrow. It's the 15th of October. We only have 4 days to be in here, try and seal the deal on a Saskatchewan moose. Camp's a little bit different this year. We pulled in the trailer, we've got our gear. We're gonna have a generator going for power. Morning one of our 2023 moose hunt. So we heard moose, piles of sign. We walked the trails, we did some bushwhacking, we checked out swamps. Just gonna keep searching. Changed our minds a few different times when we had direction, wind changed. So it was, that's fun. We're 12 o'clock, it's about 12 o'clock. We're gonna get back to camp, have some lunch, reset, and head out for the evening.
I think I shot his brother a few years ago here. Yeah, sure. You carrying that?
Sure.
For a little bit of a hike. Did some calling. Just a gorgeous day. No moose yet.
If I had him at 410, we'd be eating squirrel.
After 4 days and over 50 miles in my boots, we came out empty-handed. Not a single moose. I don't know if I'll get another chance to get up there, but the last couple of years of exploring this new ground was educational, relaxing, and beautiful.
Typically, I would take an elk or a moose to a butcher. Those cuts of meat and the size and the weight is just, I think, easier and better for a professional to handle. And I don't have the facility, the equipment to do it. But a whitetail deer or mule deer, I love to do on my own. I like to cut those muscle groups nice and thin on a meat slicer, get them laid out, sprinkle them with JB's peppered jerky seasoning, get them into the smoker for about 4 hours at 180 degrees, pull them out, let them cool down. Vacuum seal them and get them into the freezer, and you can take them anywhere.
mule deer draw tag. I can't believe it's already been 5 years, 4 years, maybe it's our 5th year, and pulled another mule deer tag. This one's close to home, busy at home with work and kids and everything, so it's a perfect zone that they can zip out of the city and get down here. But it's November 1st, haven't been out for archery, haven't been out for muzzleloader, have a bunch of permission on land, and looking forward to seeing it. But getting down here this morning, we're bogged in. It's unbelievable. We can only see maybe clear for about 50 to 75 yards. And great if a buck wants to hang out in that close range, but tough to see and glass anything. So it might be a slow start to the day, but lots of deer around. Jacob and Dad did a little bit of touring yesterday and some scouting for us. Saw a nice buck, so we're going to head into that area and check out the land we have permission on and hope for the best. Here we go.
So I was fortunate enough to get out with Dad and my buddy Greg for the first day, for the opening day of the rifle season, get out and explore a little bit in southern Saskatchewan.
There he goes. Picking up the pace here.
Oh, here we are. Nice lookout spot for lunch. See miles. Popped over this hill and kicked up 8 or 9 does. One nice buck. Nobody's been hunting back here. The landowner took us right in here. Said there's deer in here, and there is. Lots of tracks. Probably the most time we've seen all day.
Dad and Greg got to be pretty good buddies over the years. They love hanging out together. They went off and did some bird hunting. They come back and they had some grouse and a few partridge. And they were super happy and had lots of stories to tell.
Quick stop.
Yeah.
Hard to pass that up, eh?
Those are awesome. Just happy to have them along and really fortunate because I didn't have to walk 4 miles one direction and almost cover the same ground 4 miles back to get in the truck and then go to the next spot. So super handy to have them along and lots of laughs.
I say if that was a mule deer.
Oh, man.
It was the biggest bull elk that I'd seen all year.
He just laid his antlers back, eh? Awesome.
Of course, you see it when you're mule deer hunting in southern Saskatchewan, not in northern Saskatchewan when you have an elk tag in your pocket. So although I had some permission to hunt on a lot of different land, we really just wanted to put some tracks on earlier in the morning, see if we can catch a buck out.
And one cool buck. Your grandpa looking after all the little fawns. Babysit.
And he walked out of your life.
I knew I needed to get to where I had done my homework and I knew the ground and I knew where I wanted to go. So Dad and Greg dropped me off and I went for a walk. They went and did their bird hunt and we hooked up a few miles down the road.
It's time to get off the beaten path. I can walk right into the wind here, cover some ground where we've got deer before.
And on the walk, I saw a lot of whitetail deer, a few small whitetail bucks, a few smaller mule deer bucks, but I was seeing deer, I was getting some exercise. I had my tag in my pocket, my rifle over my shoulder, Bushnell binos around my neck, and it was awesome.
I'll make some tracks, do some glassing, see what we can find.
It's just beautiful ground when you get into southern Sask, the rolling hills. So come November, the days go by obviously a lot quicker, and as much as you think you have all day, noon shows up fast. Now you're trying to figure out where to go for your second bit of a hunt.
Today I brought extra clothes. Changed up, got rid of the wet ones after my hike. At the top there's snow, up and down these hills. Picked up a lot, whitetail deer, a couple small whitetail bucks, half a dozen mule deer does, and
one small mule deer buck. So lots of deer in these hills back in here.
As fun as it always is to explore new land, when you're going back through the land that you've been through before, you can start to pinpoint, oh, I remember when we shot a mule deer buck over there, and that's where I shot that whitetail buck one year, and that's where Jacob shot his first whitetail buck. The deer turns, goes perfectly broadside, slows down, stops, and gives me the shot. So get into North Pro Sports in Saskatoon, or go on to unforgettable.com for all your Bushnell optics, all your Hornady ammunition, all your Savage firearms, Badlands gear, dry shot, primos, you name it. Get into North Pro Sports, get yourself kitted up and ready to go for next hunting season. I had been talking with my buddy Curtis through most of the year, and he said, if you want to get out, just give me a call, we'll go and spend the day. And turned out that Jacob was able to hop in the truck that day as well, run the camera, and he's got incredible vision. And the very first valley that we get to is a beautiful mule deer buck. It was foggy, it was kind of hard to tell, and Curtis was talking about how it's hard to judge them in the fog sometimes. So I knew I had my work cut out for me. I asked him for the help, and we were all looking. We all knew it was a beautiful mule deer buck. The question was this the one I was gonna put my tag on? Was this the moment I was gonna seize while we were all together? Because we had just started our day. So I set up. The mule deer walked up on a hill after his doe. I put the crosshairs on, and I was ready to go. The deer turns, goes perfectly broadside, slows down, stops, and gives me the shot.
You on him, Jacob?
Yep.
And I decided to pull the trigger.
Oh, he crushed him.
The buck goes over the hill, down back into the valley, and we kind of lose sight of it. And again, I'd already experienced watching an animal go away this year, so I was nervous about going after it, but was also very confident in the shot.
Oh, he crushed him.
I almost didn't want to pull the trigger, it happened so fast. Like, that's game over.
Holy moly.
What the heck?
So we go over the hill, and I'm not seeing the deer.
But having Quaid along, you can spot anything. It's so awesome going on a hunt with him.
He sees everything from close distance and long distance and through the fog and you name it. He sees stuff that nobody else sees. Lo and behold, he goes down to the valley and finds my deer. Super exciting to walk up onto that deer. We're down here, southern Saskatchewan. Hunted the first few days of the draw season, saw some beautiful deer, passed up some nice bucks. Moment didn't feel quite right, and today it did. Fog rolled in, and we weren't sure what we were gonna be able to see today. Who knows when we get a chance to get back out. Great shot on my 270 Bushnell optics. We had our Bushnell Forge optics on here. Hornady ammunition. An awesome southern Saskatchewan mule deer buck. All right, thanks so much, guys.
Yep, anytime.
Thanks for having us out here.
Yep.
I find it super cool, the mill growl tents. I don't know if I've ever seen it that clean. Okay?
Yeah, I don't know if that's something to celebrate or not.
To have got this buck with Jacob along, a chance to film it with Curtis and his boy, and another experience altogether. It's a fantastic buck. It's definitely not the biggest mule deer buck that I'd ever shot, but I was 100% okay with that. So it didn't take much for us to take a few pictures, a few final videos, gut the deer, tag it, load it up in the truck, and get it home. Overall, another awesome adventure in southern Saskatchewan chasing muley bucks. Jacob had some fun with his bow. I got to get out with family and friends, do some hiking, do some driving, see some new ground, meet some new people. Put a tag on another beautiful southern Saskatchewan mule deer buck. Just an awesome experience, and I'm so thankful for everyone that was a part of it and for everybody that helped make it come together. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell, built for the pursuit. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB Sausage Supply, your one-stop shop. Nordic Lodge, where friends become family. North Pro Sports, performance archery and arms. And these fine sponsors: